What's going on? It's my life in the shot. I'm your host, Donald Washington. I want to bring you guys, they got two different series, Surviving P. Diddy and The Rise and Fall of P. Diddy, in which one of his Danity Kane members is going to get an interview on one of them. My thing is this, I'm not here to say whether the man is guilty or not. I think that he should have his day in court. Me, just like everyone else, when I heard all the evidence coming out, I was like, ooh, it ain't looking good. But however, when y'all just keep piling on circumstantial, I mean, it's taken away from the real victims, if there are any victims. Now, there's so many people now, lawsuits dropped because, come to find out, so many people coming out now. I want to bring you guys D. Woods. She's from Danity Kane. Now, listen to this interview. So I'm waiting to hear, okay, cool, you know, what did he do to you? Because he's facing very, very serious charges. So if y'all make a docu-series, what is the intention? And my thing is, I think they just wanted to paint a picture, paint him to be a monster. Now, did he do to you what he's accused of? This is what I'm waiting to hear. Okay, cool. Dang, if this man's a monster, what did he do? Let's break it down.
Are you afraid in some ways that he'll get out, that there'll be some sort of retribution? Oh, yeah.
Now, this is circumstantial at best. They're trying to paint, are you afraid? Like this man is John Gotti, like he's accused of hanging people, burying people in the desert. He's accused of just mob action, burying people and shooting and people just coming up missing. Are you afraid? And she's baiting her. And this is, I'm a filmmaker. And if you want to paint a picture, you ask questions. Are you afraid? Oh yeah, I'm afraid of what? This man is a singing, dancing, right?
Yeah, even doing this, you know, it's like, maybe I shouldn't say, maybe I should stop talking, shut up, you know, but it's like, you know, well, not talking hasn't changed anything either.
D. Woods was a rising star. Her promising career launched by music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
He is looked at as a hero of our community, and myself included, I looked up to him.
So, but at this point, I was not trying to judge her. I wanted to hear her out. Okay, I thought she was getting to some stuff he did, and I was gonna be like, whoa. So I'm like, let's play that. Let's play
too, you know. So a lot of people don't want to believe that their hero can be this other person.
But now the former Danity Kane member is joining a chorus of voices speaking out against him, saying she felt Diddy created a verbally abusive work environment.
I'm curious why.
A verbally abusive work environment? I've been working, understand, I've been working 25, 26, yeah, dang, wait a minute, I'm sorry, 30 years. Jeez, I've been working 30 years. Y'all understand me? And listen to
decided to speak up now. I would say that this moment now is a time where I feel like my experience, my truth will really be heard and actually considered and believed.
While the world watched her climb the charts with hits like Showstopper and Damaged, D. Woods says she was living in fear under the glare of reality TV cameras on Making the Band.
It was not a good experience.
She's sharing her story as part of a new investigation discovery docuseries, The Fall of Diddy.
From the outside, he was this mogul. He was this guy who, you know, could make your dreams come true.
Around 2005, D. Woods was in her late teens, competing on Diddy's hit reality show, Making the Band 3.
The day we were chosen, I was like, it's bad boy for life, baby. So in some ways, a dream come true. Yeah. I think it was like a validation. This is confirmation that it's going to happen.
But the grueling competition series came with what some saw as unsettling scenes like this one.
Juanita, what's your stomach looking like? For real, are you feeling a little thick?
I always feel thick next to these skinny chicks.
That's what he's, look.
Burger away.
He did it in different ways with all of us.
He said look, that's what he's supposed to do. When you go into a modeling competition, yes. When you go into a dance, when you're selling, that's what you're doing. You're into entertainment. That's what but he's on a professional level. This ain't no high school competition. This ain't your boss. I watched making them the modeling show with Tyra Banks and all them. And they own their weight all day. Wait a minute, you're whoa, look, oh well, how much you weigh? Put them on a scale. And the man is accused of serious charges. Are y'all really gonna just tell us that y'all bring it on some fall of Diddy, trying to paint him, and then they got the music? He was verbally abusive. Huh? How? Okay, cool. I could say, okay, cool. He was a meanie. Maybe he was mean. Maybe he was a jerk. But you mean to tell me y'all want to get this man life for being a jerk? What's the purpose of this series?
Kicking and prodding and just a way to chip and knock away, but then praise you.
How are you dealing with that?
I just had to bite my tongue and let some.
And see, listen to the interviewer. All day in this interview, she's just trying to bait her. Say something bad about him. How are you dealing with this? And she say it in a way like, oh, I'm just so sorry. You're such a victim. And she's painting, she want her to elaborate and just say how she's such a victim.
Body disrespect me in ways that I never imagined. Like,
how did he disrespect you
totally,
in a way you never imagined? Just give us an example. Just one, please.
Disgusting, totally, just grotesque, like about the different parts of my body. Sometimes
you saying it was grotesque. What did he say? Did he say he wanted to bend you over? Did he say he wanted to stick it here, there? He said he wanted what? If she say that, I would believe it. I wouldn't think she's lying, but she didn't never say that. Like, I'm not saying this girl is lying, but what did he say?
You're so angry that it brings you to tears, and then also not being able to stand up for myself. Because I knew standing up for myself right now is probably going to bring on more severe, treatment. I see myself standing in those dark, scary, predatory spaces and hearing somebody say some of the most degrading things to me.
How was it predatory?
Somebody constantly treating you like a piece of meat. Only valuing you for your sex appeal. And in some of the environment.
How? Give us one example. What did he say? What did he do? Can you do that?
It was even scary to be by yourself.
D. Woods is the latest to come forward since Diddy's stunning fall from grace. For decades, the hip-hop tycoon seemed to have the Midas touch. The Bad Boy Records CEO turning artist today on the season finale of Making the Band 4.
Based on a lot of things that I've heard, you're not really a happy camper in this situation.
No, I don't think anyone has been happy for a long time in this situation.
Okay, so you could go too.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive about that.
In the docuseries, D. Woods claims she saw what she says were inappropriate communications from Diddy to Aubrey prior to their firings.
Was there anyone you could have talked to about it?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. He was John Gotti. He was hanging people from trees. He was dumping people in the desert. He was offing everybody. Like, I watch mob movies all the time, and yes, you should be scared of them. And they're trying to paint Diddy as that. In fact, he's even charged with being a boss of racketeering charges. And so, you know what? I mean, I feel that, I feel it takes away from the victims, and so I even watched. So when you are, for everyone, if you are watching his downfall, watch the defense. Watch the defense. So when I heard all the evidence against him, I'm like, ooh, dude, you dumb. I still think because the way they got him on conspiracy. It's just hearsay. And they can bring one witness and say, oh yeah, he did that to me, and that's conspiracy. You're done. But morally, listen to the defense. So when I heard the defense, his defense attorney broke it down and says, there's only victim number one. What does that mean? So all these people coming out, there's only one victim, which is his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. That's it. There's not 10 victims in his trial. I think they got 2 more now coming because they need extra evidence, because now the prosecution is feeling like, oh, wait a minute, we need more. So they got 2 more people, but at first it was 1 person against him. And which the prosecution was like, yeah, this is kind of, but when I heard the defense, they're like, the defense is like, yo, they had women 23 blocks blocked off in Florida and California. They had to block off. It was so many people trying to get into these parties. And this defense is like, yo, the fact y'all saying he had to do any of this forceful is silly. That's what the defense is saying. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But you got to listen to both sides. And now I've sat down and I listened to both sides. And I'm like, you know what? He deserves his day in court. And he has a lawsuit against some of these docuseries or whatever coming out. Like, y'all trying to really paint a picture before he has his trial. Let that man have his trial. If he's guilty, he deserves to go to jail. If not, so I'm not here to say whether he's guilty or not, but if y'all gonna prosecute this man, bring us some real people that something happened to, instead of trying to paint the picture and sit down. So how did you feel? How did you survive that? Like, stuff I went through at a job, please. When I worked at Burger King, McDonald's, and Red Lobster, some of these restaurants, please. But what? Surviving Red Lobster. Surviving.
Pussy on fire. Ooh. Down to the wire. It's my life in the shy. Ooh. It's my life in the shy.